guys. It's here.
I don't hear what nobody say anymore. Y'all don't mean it all. Finna dip and tell y'all what's good from afar. Yeah, like a greeting card, trying to cop away from me to live in the game. Yeah.
What's poppin', guys? It's Kyle, aka Like Lasagna, aka your girlfriend's favorite photographer, and I'm just here to say that it's finally here. Shout out to my people over at Downtown Camera, my boy Pierre, for giving me that call. You know, it's like draft night, a couple rounds in, I'm waiting to see if I'm getting drafted, and I finally get the call. And I got the call, and Pierre is like, we have an A7 IV for you, Thursday morning. It's yours, come get it. Oh, the excitement. I've been shooting on the A7 III for the past 3.5 years. I love that camera. I'm currently shooting on it right now. It is a beast workhorse. But eventually, as time goes on, you grow out of your gear, and that's why I had to step up to this bad boy. This is the first time in my life I bought a camera brand new on the release date. I bought my A7 III brand new, but I bought it 2 years after it actually released. This is the first time ever I've had a camera on the release date ever, and it feels good. I've worked really hard to get to this point where I can do these things. It's an investment, it is a tool, but it's also a gift to me for saying, congrats, Kyle. You grinded, kept going, and here you are. But sky's the limit. I got plenty more places to go. I'm dressed up, dripped out, you know, wearing my Envy Odd sweater, thrifted jacket. I'm trying to strive to be different than the other YouTubers. I'm into fashion, I'm in the fashion industry. I want to showcase that I also can dress as well, you know, that's why, you know, we're wearing, the boys looking nice, you know? But it's not about that. Today is about the A7 IV. I'm gonna take it to the fields, and by the fields, I mean to the forest. Not much to shoot in the forest besides trees, and more trees. But it's a cool pond though. And I'm gonna just go for a walk, show you what active tracking looks like, show you what the new and cool HEIF files look like, show you what the RAWs look like, show you just my first impressions. It's not my usual kind of shooting, but I'm still gonna get some things done because I don't wanna sit here and talk about specs and stuff like that. Eventually down the line, I will learn this camera's ins and outs so I can further provide you the information to see if this camera is good for you. Is it worth the upgrade from an A7 III? If it's worth the $3,600 price point? And also if it's satisfied what I need to do for work. And so far, this itself has made it so worth it. So yeah, come along and we're gonna go. Also remember, always stay hydrated, my friends. So yeah, we're gonna go test this out and yeah.
To paint a picture as a starving artist, to make it vivid so that everyone can pick apart it. To have a feel working in the office, unless you're in the office doing what you love is what I wanted since a nigga started.
All right, so I switched over to the A7 IV right now. I have it in autofocus, auto white balance, because I'm too lazy to switch, but everything looks good so far. Shooting in 4K 24. Also just watching where I'm going because there's lots of rocks and it's slippery in the forest right now. This camera is lovely. I love it in the flip out screen. Absolute game changer. Yeah, super excited to put this camera to use. Finally have a fashion shoot coming up soon, hopefully. And yeah, back to it. So far, like just taking this through the forest, taking pictures of just like the trees and stuff like that. This camera is a beast, all right? Focus mapping, great feature, absolutely love it. It's so crucial for manual focusing, you know? I love the feature. The switch, love it. I'm very excited to try the RAW files. Lightroom didn't have compatibility with the A7 IV RAW files yet. Now they do apparently, so I'm gonna go test them out. Like I said, not really shooting my usual stuff. I do shoot a lot of stuff in the forest. I don't shoot the forest itself, but I think it's a great experience to come out and just like shoot things that you're not used to really put cameras to the test. Because if you can shoot things that you're not used to and make it look good, you can shoot your actual usual content, no problem. So my camera battery is probably gonna die or is dead right now, I don't know, but I'm gonna go take some more photos. I'm gonna switch over to the A7 IV. So yeah, just some final thoughts. Is the A7 IV a worthwhile upgrade from A7 III? 100%. If you have the budget for it, I recommend doing it for sure. I've been waiting for this camera for years now, all right? I love my A7 III. I shot some super dope things with it. It's been my workhorse, my beast of a camera for the past 3 years. Have no complaints, but you know, it's time to upgrade. Once you're limited by your gear, I think that's when you have to upgrade. Not having 4K 60 was a big hindrance on my work. Not being able to shoot with a monitor in 4K was a huge disadvantage with the A7 III versus A7 IV. I can hook up to my Ninja Inferno to it and utilize LUTs, built-in LUTs, false colors, all that stuff, which I wasn't able to do with my A7 III. But yeah, this camera is a beast. I'm excited to go color it. 10-bit 422, like, oh my God. Like, I've been shooting 8-bit for the past 3 years and doing very decent with coloring, but now I actually have a coloring beast, a 10-bit 4K. I can't wait to color it. Hopefully my computer can handle it. So you're probably wondering, who is this camera for? So the camera is a monster, all right? Priced at around $3,600 after tax Canadian, $2,500 USD, I believe. Camera is for anyone who is a hybrid shooter, who has the budget for it, because A7 III is still a really good camera for a way cheaper price point for as good features and quality as this. It's not quite as crisp as this, especially because they have the 10-bit 422 and all that, but A7 III is still a really good camera. You can get them used, Facebook Marketplace. A bunch of them are going up now because people are selling it to get this camera. I still think if you have the budget and you have the work for it, this camera is going to be your bread and butter camera for years to come. And I highly recommend it to anyone to get it. After barely even using it, I just knew it felt out of the box. It felt so good in my hands. This flip out screen is great because I can actually see myself now instead of having a monitor on top on my other camera. And yeah, I'm currently at the park swinging because inside the light sucks and I'm too lazy to set up lights because, you know, get outside. It's wintertime. Best way to conquer seasonal affective disorder is to play yourself and fight the elements. This year, I'm really challenging myself to get on YouTube more. It's been something I've always wanted to do. I just never got around to doing it. Just out of sheer laziness. Never had a good enough reason to not do it. But I have a good group of friends who are challenging me to do it. And I think I would do fairly well in this space. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge that's not usually shared about different industries, because I've been in a bunch of different industries, from events to food to fashion to whatever, weddings, all that jazz. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, subscribe. I got a lot of information, a lot of cool shoots coming up, a lot of cool things. I got a lot of cool friends who do dope shit. Can I swear on YouTube? Whatever. I got a lot of cool friends who do dope shit. A lot of cool clients. A lot of cool opportunities coming up once things kind of open back up again. Meantime, Kyle's out. Damn, I'm drippy.
Yeah, they can take mine away. I ain't got time today, but let me say by the way, you look so fine today. I can't take my eyes away.